To save his life, he quickly laid down on the ground and pretended to be dead, but the toy soldiers chasing him didn't let him go. They immediately raised their guns, ready to shoot him dead. The man had no choice but to pin the toy soldier to the ground and try to use the elevator door to crush his head. However, the toy soldier was incredibly strong and held the elevator door firmly in place. Fortunately, as time passed, the toy soldier couldn't hold on any longer. Mike thought the battle was finally over, but the next second, a beeping sound came from the toy soldier. Only after opening the toy soldier's backpack did he discover a miniature bomb inside. The reason Mike was being chased by the toy soldiers was because Mike, a top assassin, had assassinated the owner of a toy factory a few days ago. All of this was witnessed by the toys in the room, who, to avenge their master, disguised themselves as delivery men and came to Mike's doorstep. Driven by an assassin's instinct, Mike carefully opened the outer packaging of the package. Only after confirming there was no danger did he fully open the box, only to find a bunch of toy soldiers inside. Initially, Mike didn't notice anything amiss. He casually put the toy soldiers down and went to the kitchen, then opened a bottle of drink and started to drink. Little did he know that he was about to face a devastating battle, because the next second there was a loud crash from the kitchen, followed by all the toy soldiers falling to the ground. 103. Realizing something was wrong, Mike slowly walked over to investigate. But when he got close to the toy box, he found that all the toy soldiers were gone. Before he could figure out what had happened, a sharp pain suddenly shot through his foot. He had been stabbed by a toy bayonet. Then there was another noise from under the sofa, so he slowly lay down to check. Unexpectedly, the next second, countless bullets flew towards him, instantly leaving small dents all over his face. He tried to see what was happening, but another fierce attack came from under the sofa, even firing a miniature missile at him. The pain instantly made Mike kneel on the ground. To survive, Mike hurriedly hid in the bathroom. To figure out what was attacking him, Mike grabbed a small mirror to check the situation outside, only to find a hail of bullets coming from the living room, which had even shattered his small lamp. Just as Mike was filled with extreme anger, a missile shattered his small mirror. Enraged, Mike went into the bedroom without a word, grabbed a pistol, and rushed out. But the next second, he was almost hit in the kidney by a missile. With no other option, Mike had to fight his way out, finally hiding in the kitchen, where he pulled a submachine gun from a cabinet. To teach the enemy a lesson, he unleashed a barrage of fire under the sofa. After a fierce barrage, the area under the sofa fell silent. Enraged, Mike flipped the sofa over, only to be stunned by what he saw. Countless toy soldiers appeared under the sofa, like a well-trained army. Some were tending to the wounded, others were driving away. One soldier, strong and ready to fight back, was crushed in the next second. Another soldier ran away, but couldn't escape death either. The remaining soldiers then launched a full-scale attack on Mike. 235. Enraged, Mike fired a shot to send them on their way. Just as Mike was feeling smug, 3 armed helicopters suddenly flew towards him and fired a missile directly at him. Immediately afterward, a rotor blade slashed across Mike's face. Each helicopter was equipped with 2 pilots and a machine gunner, who aimed at Mike and launched a fierce attack. This immediately pinned Mike down, forcing him to hide in the bathroom to survive. But the next second, a shell blasted a large hole in the door and a helicopter flew in. In a moment of crisis, Mike wrapped the helicopter in a towel and kicked it hard on the ground. But another helicopter caught up, and Mike had no choice but to fire a shot. When he turned around, he found that the toy soldiers on the ground were still alive. To get rid of them completely, Mike threw them into the toilet and flushed. Hearing that there was still movement in the toilet, Mike turned on a hairdryer and threw it in. After a burst of sparks, the toy soldiers were sent to the northwest. After dealing with the immediate trouble, Mike wanted to treat his scars, but a note was slipped under the door. The note told Mike to surrender, but as a top assassin, Mike would never surrender. He immediately replied that he would fight them to the death. After a long time of silence outside, Mike wanted to peek outside, but he was surprised to find that the toy soldiers had set up cannons.